We're having a baby. June of this year, we're gonna be first-time parents, which is super exciting and comes with a healthy dose of terror. And it's brought up a new video topic. How do you prepare financially for having a baby? Today I answer that with the six ways that we're preparing right now. Let's get into it. The number one thing that we're doing to prepare for our baby is saving for the birth. Having a baby is expensive, so we gotta save for it. There's a high deductible we gotta handle, and then a percentage of care beyond the deductible that we also have to handle. According to the Peterson KFF Health Tracker, the average birth will cost around the $3,000 mark with insurance. A friend of mine who had a baby recently also told me that their total bill ended up being closer to $5,000. So we're saving $6,000. What can I say? I like to be prepared. Number two on our list is increasing our emergency fund. For years now, Bailey and I have just been the two of us with a predictable set of expenses. We decided to split that 3 to 6 month emergency fund suggestion straight down the middle, go with 4.5 months worth and call it good. Well, in a recent video, I mentioned that our 4.5 months worth has turned into more like 4 months worth with the recent inflation. So we're increasing our savings for that for two reasons. One, I'd like to have more cushion between us and the streets as our family is growing. 6 months really would be nice. And two, there's going to be another mouth to feed soon. All I can imagine is a Tasmanian devil ravaging the kitchen as it gets older. So in the event of one or both of us losing our jobs, we need to have a larger emergency fund to cover the higher expenses that having a baby will incur on our budget. This will be something that I have to track after things start to normalize with a baby in the house. I can estimate, but we may need to increase the emergency fund even more after a few months with the baby budget. Number three is a baby maintenance fund. This is just a sinking fund that we're starting to save into so that we're ready for all the maintenance that babies require. I'm talking coolant exchange, brake pads, oil change. I think I'm getting my sinking funds mixed up. I'm talking diapers, clothing, and whatever else new parents need. I mean, seriously, depending on the model that you get, maintenance costs can really shock you if you aren't prepared. And especially as your baby becomes higher mileage, it seems like required maintenance becomes more frequent. The last thing we want is to avoid any warranties by not getting regular maintenance done. Though you parents might have to correct me on this, I believe babies come with pretty limited warranties. Confirm or deny in the comments down below, which makes the emergency fund and the maintenance fund that much more important. Also, if you like these kinds of list videos, then help me out by hitting the like button as if my baby depends on it. Number four on our list is starting a 529 plan. This is actually baby step 5 in the Ramsey plan, and in this case, literally for a baby. Now we can't start this until the baby's actually born, at least I don't think so. But it doesn't hurt to start preparing, so we may throw a line item in the budget so that we can start the 529 plan with a decent chunk. For those who don't know, 529 is a savings plan that allows you to use the funds for educational expenses. The benefit is you can invest it in mutual funds so it can grow, and it grows tax-free, so the money that's taken out of it for educational expenses isn't taxable. I love that. As of right now, I have no idea what we'll shoot to save for college. We talked about putting $25 to $50 per month just to start. By the time our baby's all done, grown up, and left for college, $50 a month would be over $10K, not including the growth of the plan. Bailey and I need to talk more about what we ultimately want to cover when it comes to higher education. We want to help pay for school, but we also want our kid to have some skin in the game. That's a discussion for another day. Also, our kid may choose to just go into a trade, which would be perfectly fine. Ultimately, there's no hurt in preparing for higher education early by saving for it. The way that Ohio's 529 plan is set up, we can use it for our firstborn, and if it's not needed, it can be used for a sibling or for continued higher education beyond college. Number 5 is life insurance. With the coming changes, I just increased my own life insurance. Ramsey Solutions suggests getting a term life policy that's 10 to 12 times your annual income. Then if something happens, your spouse or dependent can take that money, invest it in the stock market, and as long as it isn't the Great Depression, 2008, or 2022, that invested life insurance money can completely replace your income with just withdrawing growth. I made a video about life insurance last year, and that might help a little bit. The point is, having a child can increase the number of expenses that need to be covered if I die. So now mine is at about 12 times my annual income. Bailey actually didn't have a life insurance policy outside of work, so we just signed her up for one as well. Then if something unexpected happens, again, it makes it much easier for me to replace her income, especially with another mouth to feed. And the last one is actually one that our insurance agent threw out for me to consider, and that's creating a will. Similar to life insurance, this is for protecting our baby if something happens to me and Bailey. And I can't even go into this much because I've never really even considered a will, but things happen and we want to be prepared. I want that roof that we slaved over to go to our baby and not the probate court to decide who gets it. I mean, I want the rest of the house to go to the baby too, but the roof is what I care most about. Now you parents get to speak up. Let me know what I may be missing and how you prepared financially for having kids. I'm looking forward to reading your responses. Trust me, we need all the help we can get. If you like this video, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next video.